Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Welcome back. My name is Muligan and this is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay, everything is as I configured. I don't really know, it's as you saw in the Middle Ages, the Holy Roman Empire, which is today's Germany, Austria, Hungary. So I don't really know what we have to expect here, so let's just start a new game and see what the game tells us. So this is the production studio, the developer Warhorse. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil. Late Emperor Charles IV. King's inactivity angered many of the nobility. At least it's good looking. Seems mostly pre-rendered. You have the FPS counter at the top left. And it doesn't really move. So probably a video. Silver Scarlets, okay. Still ongoing, I have no idea. It looks like one of the villages from Witcher 3. Okay, some mining. Some knights. Damn. Is this all video? Or is this really in-game? FPS did not move one bit.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Still no clue. What are we? Are we the girl here, or are we some guy? Are we the king? Are we the king to be? Are we him?
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we Henry?
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
A lot more story than I anticipated, I have to admit. So we are really playing as Henry? Oh, now we are in game.
A fine state you're in this morning.
Yep.
What on earth did you get up to
Visual
last
changed.
night?
By means of the first two forces in the choices on this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you are not satisfied with them, not to worry, all characteristics can be further developed without limitations. So we are playing as Henry, good. We could be shouting at the tavern for speech, dancing for agility, Bianca for vitality, or working on the forge for strength. I mean, of all these things, I am chatting.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Nah. So the FPS did drop below 60, which is interesting. I couldn't really test, as you saw, a lot of story. Couldn't really test FPS in-game. Let's see, why would I be interested in sports fighting? Speech. Matthias was teaching me archery. Again, Bianca. Or what does it matter? I mean, sure, archery? Do I get some agility for that? We did get a new level in speech, so...
No, it's just... Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Go to your father. So we are really playing as Henry, which is interesting, because my second name is Henry. So there's that. And I thought this would be more in the direction of Skyrim or so, where you can just walk around. Maybe we can later on. But a lot of story, which is not bad, by any means. Sure, have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
So my story is holding up. Yeah, you're misjudging them, I guess. Don't really know.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Yeah, of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Nah. Sure. Pa angry at me?
Father angry with me for sleeping late.
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need
You
help?
need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Sure, I'm hungry. Don't know what that gets me,
Can I get
but
something
sure.
to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Nice. We can move. Okay. Agility, new level. You can move around by WSD. You can also sprint, shift, jump with space, and walk with caps lock. You can interact with the word using E. Okay, sprint, jump. Okay. You can look around. Ooh, bread roll. So it doesn't give me a prompt, which is good. Just E to pick up all the apples before they go bad. Yep, this is a new way to sit on a bench. Can I get the sack of gold?
I feel quite hungry.
Yes, you are. Sadly, there's nothing on the table anymore to eat. Oh, we can sit. Ooh. Inventory. Okay. Lots of stats, lots of stuff to look at here. Game is probably going to teach me that at one point, so no use to take a look now. Apart from, let me check, we have agility too. We probably can get some, okay. Item info, subtabs. Oh, here, agility. What is it giving me? Info. Agility is a measure of speed, movement, and nimbleness. An agile character not only moves faster, but is also better at evading strikes. Can skillfully wield more sophisticated weapons, such as sabers, and is more skilled at archery. Archery in turn will also increase agility. Okay. Doesn't really give me, and so it's just the flavor text is what decides what we get. Speech gauges the character's ability to talk his way out of situation. It is improved by talking to people and successful persuasions. As a result, a good speaker can settle many conflicts before they even arise, haggle better to or disconcert a foe he wouldn't be able to overcome in combat. Okay, we have charisma, visibility, conspicuousness. Is there more stuff we need to take? Some cheese. Nothing like a good breakfast if you don't have some cheese. So we can just eat Nourishment 2, health 2, energy 0, durability, okay. So we can't have stuff forever. This one I lose energy, but a lot of nourishment. So that is for healing, okay. So I would say we're going to eat this one. Can I eat? Or I can't? Maybe he eats... Nope. I guess we can't eat. Open. What do we have here? Okay. Some carrots. You know what? I'm going to leave that here. Normally, if this was Skyrim, I would take everything. But there's some stuff in here. Some more stuff to eat. Because everything has durability, or I can only have those a couple of days before they... Ooh! Lockpick. You don't have a lockpick. Damn. I don't really want to carry too much stuff around. So let's take a look. Oh yes, snacks. Always a good decision. Don't need more apple. Do we find a lockpick? Somewhere? Eat from pot. Oh, we can drop some stuff into pot. There we go, food up. I guess the food is similar to Monster Hunter. If you don't eat, you lose stamina and stuff. You discovered grindstone. Good. We can now grind stuff. Hello, Dad.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Ooh, persuasion. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. You can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you are talking to. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and will also be more willing to assign a risky task to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment. But other things are also taken into account, such as bloodstains on your clothes. You can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree on a specific sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. In special cases, you can try any of Henry's other skills, as example horsemanship. It is only the manner of persuasion that's important, but also the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough just to choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what Henry is going to say. But different approaches work on different people. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. You can see the values of the various abilities in the game under the corresponding icons. You can always see your own abilities. Your counterpart's abilities are visible to you if it's someone you know well, or if you are skilled at reading people. Learn the perk empathetic. My money, the amount of you have to pay. It's just not just about stats though. The outcome is influenced by other factors: reputation, dirty bleeding. If you can't outdo the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example, you may want to poison him a little first, and then he will be easier to persuade. I guess make him drunk or bribe him. If you lead a guard away from his friends, he will be easier to scare. Total speech skill total charisma skill, total strength skill, Henry. So the top row is mine and below is the guard. The level of your reputation with your counterpart. So we have 100 reputation, so he likes us. We are his blood. I have 2 in speech, 2 in brawl, and 7 in nobility. So this would be a good idea. Sorry, wanted to have a look around. So I won't be ordered around is not really the way to go with his dad. I had something to do. He says that we are good for nothing, and sorry I had to look around. The best choice?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
Hal, my boy, when are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now. Work won't wait.
Okay. Most of the quests can be completed in different ways. Alloc friends will help you win friends, and inconspicuous person can totally avoid trouble. And if you'd rather not bear around the bush, violence can also be the solution. So we have the pickpocketing. Oh. No, don't do that. Is no joking matter. If you're caught, blah blah blah. They raise alarm, pursued as a thief. Sexually, you first sneak up on them unnoticed and holding E. Once you've got your hand inside the purse, you have to grope around inside it by holding E. That's not easy, especially if your victim is on the move. The longer you grope, the better your chance to find something valuable. And once you decide you've searched long enough, you can choose from what you found, A and D. Each person has his own inventory, reveal using E. But remember, it's not enough to grasp the loot, you have to get your hand out with it too, that is, go back to the top position. The amount of time you have for taking items was determined at the beginning by the amount of time spent searching. So shown at the gold progress bar around the circum of the purse. So this is the lockpicking thing. So this is searching. And the higher we search, the more stuff we can get. Or the better stuff. Then we take stuff and then just... I would have to try it. Pick locks, we need a lockpick. Hold E, how close you are to the sweet spot is... Wait, you will see in the diagram of the lock mechanism in which you have to find the right spot to insert the lockpick. And it turns out when you find the sweet spot, then you have to use the lockpick D to turn the whole lock mechanism. At the same time, you have to coordinate the movement of the lockpick with the rotation shifts. So we go in, we find the sweet spot, then we turn and we have to move the mouse along. Okay. Okay. Dice. If you want to try your hand at gambling, Go is a 2-player game. Certain number of points, 6 dice are thrown and the player alternates turns. For every 1 to 5 thrown, and for 3 or more of a kind, Scoring is as follows. The single one is worth 100 points. 5 is 50 points. Oh no. I know this game. 3 of a kind is 100 points and multiplied by the given number. 3/4 are 400 points and every single additionally is, I believe, 100 points. 3s, 1s are worth 1,000, 4 of a more kind. Double the points of 3 of a kind. Okay. A little bit different. Throwing all 6 dice, uses E to select what they want. For that reason, it's best to end your turn using Q. Right, the key element is that if a thrower does not produce a single scoring die, then the player's turn is over. So you throw your dice, put away the threes or what you have, then you have 3 dice left. And those you can throw again. And if you don't get a scoring result, everything is void. Primary strength defines how well Henry can handle physical stuff. You know, I'm going to look at that some other time. Let's go with the mission. We didn't really see much of the village now. We can talk around a bit. Hey, how? Fuck. That was not what I wanted. Okay, slash. We can. Strong is left click, fast is right click, E is for. No, F is for kick, tab is for locking, unlock is left shift, Q for block. Opponents, this indicator shows roughly how much health your opponent has left. The more wounded he is, the slower he will attack and react when the end is near. You may either try to flee or surrender your wounds. Icons that notify you are wounded if you're bleeding. Choose your attack direction. You can't attack from a grayed out position. Stamina, if an opponent strike hits your armor or your block, it will cost you stamina. When your stamina is completely depleted, you won't be able to defend, especially when wielding a heavy weapon. As if you cover yourself barely, armor weak, strikes will wound you heavy stuff.
Percy, I yield! Please don't kill me.
Most people don't want to die, so they may surrender. The victor can then decide. Talk. Release them.
Take
Release
your
them.
hardware and get the hell out of my sight.
I don't want
I
to
understand.
hit you.
God be with you.
I didn't even want to hit you. I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk. I thought maybe left click is talking. Sometimes, because the pop-up is a little bit late. Sometimes I have the feeling. We have to go in. I would guess we have to go into the little village over here. Hello. What up? Jaroslav.
God be with you.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
Certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Okay, so we got the crossguard.
What is it?
So we can't really go inside. So this is where the Lord resides. Which means we have to find the people outside. I hope he was not a drunkard. Okay. Can we... Nope. We can't really take a look around. Is it maybe outside? Do we have a map? We definitely do. We are over here, so... Okay. This is differently built than I thought for a moment. Because I thought this would be the village side, maybe around the keep. But it seems we can just go here and we have everything. You can find all information with the quest log, and for clarity there are also indicated on the map, and I should just look at my compass. Gives me information too.
Or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his
Charcoal
silver.
burner.
Which king do you mean?
Okay. So we need to find the drunkard first. Buy at the tavern, buy bag of charcoal, and collect. So C is the first target. Grocer, trader, a lot of codex entries. I will read those between episodes. Hello, Kunash. I need the money.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Okay, he's pretty aggro. You can expect a visit from my father. Or debts must be paid. I guess this is free, okay? He is going to do that, but I do want to do this.
I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Ooh, we can fight. Ow. Kick him. I don't know what he's doing there. There we go, another... Really? Okay, let's... Wow, okay, that hurt. What is he doing? This fight is going... Oh, my stamina. Okay. You are not going to pay, so... Going to punch you. Oh. Nice kick. Straight. Nope. Need some stamina. Okay, he blocked that. Nice punch. Alright, we can lock onto him. A nice hook. Nope. Straight punch. Straight. Okay. So this is his way to try and put some distance between us. I can't really lose the life, I guess. Still no luck.
Sod.
Come on. Couple hits. Price characteristics unarmed are determined by the stats, skills, and perks. Henry basically develops his skills constantly by simply using them once every few level ups. The player can choose a specific perk to allow him further specialization in skills. Are you kidding me?
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too. Hey, watch it, lout.
Serious wounds are to parts of the body will significantly affect your capabilities. You can run with injured legs, wielding a sword isn't easy, with a broken arm, etc. You can always see your health in the red bar. The level of health also determines the maximum level of stamina. Always good to heal yourself. We're going to my mother, patching us up. So the fighting is not going too well. Weapon would have been nice.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Okay, we have max life again. So we have to find another way. I don't know if you can win this fight, I would guess. But I was preoccupied with other stuff, like reading the text. And I'm not really good at fighting. I don't have a weapon either. Can I not just punch him over the head? Is this your house? I'm going to steal the money. Don't like it if you go, you're not supposed to. Warn you first. Okay, so we can sneak. If you're not going to pay, we're going to take the money. If you want to sneak somewhere, make sure no one sees you or hears you.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz.
Oh. Now I have to go to the next guy to get a lockpick. Yeah, seems like I have no other way. Closing door, like a good guy. So I guess we have to go to E. The tailor. Okay, new cutscene.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But
Throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for Father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
I don't really have a choice in this matter.
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to Father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
All right. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.